planning for IAA this year, but looking at slides is one thing. More exciting is to get your hands on a real truck, and that's what we're going to do today. I will have some support because there are some people that know even more about electric trucks than I do, but let's shortly guide you through what we want to talk about. So for IAA this year, we are planning to introduce several key product highlights. This will be product highlights for our customers, both in the conventional diesel portfolio and also obviously vehicles with alternative systems. As you know, we have been working on optimizing diesel-driven trucks for many, many decades. And over the last years, we've extended that in 3 dimensions. So we are working on diesel powertrain, we are working on hydrogen as an energy source, and we are working on battery electric trucks. So these are the 3 dimensions we work on, and we will show you new product highlights on IAA in all 3 dimensions. So let's start with diesel. And even though sometimes if you go to fairs, if you look at presentations, you might get the impression that the world is electric only. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So if you look at the volume that we are producing today, the majority is still diesel. And yes, all the diesel powertrains are emitting CO2. This is something we want to avoid for the future. But as of today, many of our customers and many of the regions that we serve are not able to fully go electric or zero emission. This is why it's super important to continue to work on the optimization of diesel powertrain. And this is what we are doing. So every optimization of the diesel powertrain, every gram of diesel fuel that is saved is a contribution to reducing CO2, and this is why this is important and why this is in the right direction of minimizing CO2 emissions globally. On IAA 2026, we will show you the next step for diesel powertrain optimization. There we will present the new Powerline diesel engine generation, including optimization of the transmission and the axle. And we will bring that to our customers. You can look forward to that. I cannot share any details for now, but stay tuned. On IAA in September, you will learn more about the new Powerline diesel engine generation. In addition to diesel, we are decarbonizing transportation. And this, in our opinion, needs 2 energy sources. So we need to have battery electric trucks, but we also believe that we need to have a second source of CO2 neutral energy, and this will be hydrogen. And we have been working also over the last years on both those dimensions. So let's look at hydrogen. So what key milestones have we achieved in the last years? So in 2021, we founded cellcentric, and this is our provider for fuel cells for our hydrogen vehicles. There's a very important update. So first of all, cellcentric is working on building up production in Europe. In Weilheim, there will be the plant for the fuel cell for the future. And cellcentric also announced that we are now adding a 3rd partner into the big joint venture that we have with cellcentric. So Toyota intends to join the party, and together with our competitor and partner, Volvo, and with Toyota, we are now 3 companies that are supporting cellcentric to move the development of fuel cell technology forward in the next years. Toyota is on the way to get part of this joint venture, so stay tuned for that. We are happy that an additional very strong partner joins us in innovating in the hydrogen field and bringing the European fuel cell to the market. Cellcentric also recently revealed their next generation of fuel cell. So the so-called BZA375, that's a 375 kilowatt hour fuel cell system that is especially designed for heavy duty and long haul applications. We are very thrilled about the performance, the durability, and the total cost of ownership of this new aggregate. And we are already working on bringing that into our trucks in the future. On the vehicle side, we have been testing fuel cell hydrogen-driven vehicles since 2021. So just to name some of the highlights, we started to test fuel cell vehicles crossing the famous Brenner Pass in the Alps. We completed the hydrogen record run where we were driving more than 1,000 kilometers with one tank of liquid hydrogen, showing the potential of this technology. And most important for us, we started initial customer trials. So we built 5 vehicles and we gave them in total to 10 customers. And our customers have been using those hydrogen-driven vehicles since 2024 in their daily operation. They made a lot of experiences, they shared a lot of data with us, so together we use that experience to optimize the vehicles and to learn how to use hydrogen-driven vehicles in daily operations at our customers. With that first generation of fuel cell trucks, our customers already completed more than 500,000 kilometers in real-life operation. But I think that's a pretty impressive number, and this shows that this technology is really able to fulfill the needs and fulfill the use cases of our customers. So to stay in the story that Tobias is also talking about, with hydrogen-driven fuel cell vehicles, we already went around the world 12.5 times. So this is pretty impressive already. But we've been also innovating in terms of how to get hydrogen into our vehicles. So together with our partner Linde, we have been working on the refueling of those trucks. We defined a standard that is called SLH2, so a liquid hydrogen standard for fueling trucks. And with that standard, you are able to fill the tanks of our Gen H2 trucks in 10 to 15 minutes. And with one tank, you can drive 1,000 kilometers. So that's pretty impressive. That's really in the same time frame as you're used to with diesel trucks. And this shows that this technology is ready to be customer ready and be used in real life applications. Our latest milestone, we introduced the next generation H2 truck, and we will present this truck to you on IAA 2026. So stay tuned, you will see a totally new vehicle, it will have a new cab, it will have a totally new packaging on the frame, and this is the next big step forward for hydrogen-driven fuel vehicles. End of this year, we plan to produce a small series of 100 trucks and put them in customer operation. And as announced today, our first customer will be DAXA. They will be using that truck, and we have a significant number of customers and partners that are super interesting to take over one or several of those trucks. So we are very confident that we will have a lot of applications for those 100 trucks, and this will enable us to make even more experience and our customers to learn how to use that technology efficiently in the future. But now, getting back to electric trucks, and as you can see, we brought you 2 electric trucks today. So we have been consistently expanding the portfolio of our second generation eActros portfolio. 2 years ago, we were very proud and happy to get the Truck of the Year award for our eActros 600. But at that time, we only had one version. Over the last 2 years, our team has been working and we launched a number of additional variants. So we launched the eActros 400, so we have now very different options for battery packs and sizes. We have different wheelbases, we have different wheel formulas. So with that extension, we can serve way more use cases at our customers, and this enabled us to also take the lead in the electric heavy-duty truck market in Europe. And we are very proud that we have a significant part of this market, and we are by far the market leader in the electric world these days. On IAA 2026, we will launch a very new product, and this will be a major addition to our portfolio. So on IAA, we will showcase to our customer the eActros Lowliner. And if this is the preview, we already brought you a preview. So this is what we want to show you today. We brought the eActros Lowliner with us today, and this is a completely new vehicle in terms of its configuration. And this extends the portfolio of use cases we can offer to our customers, because as you all know, lowliner applications are super important for all those transport exercises we volume. So to take an example, we have been electrifying our inbound logistics to our plant in Wörth in Germany. And many of our suppliers are using low-liner diesel vehicles now or in the last years. And when we asked them to move over to electric, they said like, happy to do so, but sorry to say, I cannot use a standard truck because this cannot tow my standard my trailer that I'm using. So I need a low-liner. This is the task we gave to the team, and this is the final result that we can show you today. So as I said, let's talk to some people who really know in detail. And this is why we invited two of our specialists to come today. So welcome to Tilman Morlock and to Michael Wolf. So Tilman has been the project leader of the eActros 600 for many years. And same with Michael, he has been the technical lead for this great product, and both of them were also leading the development and introduction of the new lowliner vehicle that we show you today. So my first question goes to Tilman. The eActros 600 now has a lowliner variant. What makes this vehicle special compared to what we offer up to now?
Well, of course, the Lowliner, like you said, is typical in the automotive industry for delivery, and where we have the 3 meter height in the trailer, and that requires that we get the truck much deeper. And with the standard eActros 600, 400, like you said, we have introduced over quite a while now, and it's proven on the road. And we wanted to use the same DNA, but we needed to get it lower, and that was the technical difficult task that we had, and I think we found a great solution for that.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Yeah. So, Michael, question to you: what are the key challenges in developing Lowliner?
Yeah, since we had the goal to lower up the whole vehicle, but we want to keep the same range for usage in the truck. So that was the big challenge, was to repackage the chassis so we can keep the big battery packs in the same truck.
And what range will we now offer with the Lowliner compared to the standard eActros 600?
So since we can cover the original battery packs in the vehicle, so we have 2 versions, 600 kilowatt hours and 400 kilowatt hours, and they roughly the same range as you already known in the E600.
Yeah. And as you might know, when we launched the eActros 600, we promised up to 500 kilometers of range with that vehicle. Now, after 2 years in daily operation at our customers, we can say customers are coming back to us and say, like, you told us 500 kilometers. That was not true, because we are driving way more than 500 with the truck, and many of our customers are going up to 600 and even 700 kilometers. And Tobias, we've been watching your videos. I think you often also were able to achieve ranges of significantly more than 500 kilometers. So, Tilman, which are the cab variants that are available for the eActros Lowliner?
We have it like you see it here with the Pro Cab only, in both variants, the 400 and the 600.
And with all the options that we offer for that cab.
Exactly, yeah.
And when will it be available to order for our customers?
So you can order from fourth quarter this year, and then second quarter in 27 we will start serious production and delivery of the first vehicles.
Okay, so first customers can expect that vehicle to be in their hands spring next year.
Yes.